Hello, how are we doing? He's back. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna check out some Metro Exodus. Thought, what could blow up my PC? What could blow up my 4060? And I think this might be it. We'll see. Ray tracing, 1080p. Let's have a look at the settings. 1080p, extreme quality, ray tracing, ultra, ray trace reflections. Tim, hello. Turga, yo. Dupesco, yo. Alec, hello. Hairworks on, advanced physics on, tessellation on, field of view 0. I don't even really. That's going to be quite extreme going from that to that. Maybe put it on the middle. Oh. Thought the game just crashed then. I'm going to have to just alt-tab it quick to sort the overlay. Hang on. I think the game might look like it crashes when I alt-tab, but hopefully the overlay works. There it is. Right, continue. Fingers crossed.
That damsel in distress turned out to be more than able to stand up for herself.
What is VRS?
Locals still taking the fight to
I think it's variable rate shading, isn't it?
That's why they came for her. Once we had taken
I think that's what it stands for.
She promised to show me the way into the
Oh. Oh dear. It's not looking good, bruv. Pretty much ray tracing, from what I've experienced so far, is basically an absolute no-go on this card. Unless you have frame generation. It's just not worth it.
I never went deep. There are spiders.
What is that noise? It's all over the place. 40 to 60, isn't it? I literally have no idea what these controls are. Ray tracing yesterday. I'm having an absolute brain fart. What did we play yesterday? Oh, Dying Light. Well, it was 40 FPS. Was at 1080p native. So I mean, it's not that great. It was only alright with, like I say, with frame generation and stuff on. It's pretty much been the same in every game. I've recorded a video for Hogwarts. It's pretty much the same. It's like 40 to 50 FPS with ray tracing. Seems to be a similar story pretty much every game at 1080p native. What's she saying? What are you saying, love? VRAM's looking alright though, 6.6. I'll take it. Even RAM usage, look at this, 12 gig. I suppose we're at 1080p though, aren't we? I'm thinking of 4K. Okay, what's crouch? Alright. Zero cool, hello.
Go down there, then take the left turn.
Oh, 30 FPS. I do remember in this game there's like
Someone must keep the power going.
really random specific areas where your frames just get absolutely destroyed, like that hut in the desert area. You'd be alright running around, and as soon as you go inside on the second floor, you just lose all your frames. Kind of just like that bit there.
Bring it.
Like, I'm fine on this lift, but when I first stepped in, it was a bit bleak. Can check out DLSS in a sec. We do have that on this. It's just not DLSS 3. Oh, hell no, bro. Oh, look at that low, 9 FPS. Disgusting. What are you saying? How do I get... Oh, that's helpful, that. I thought there's a little compass I can get out. That tells me... What's weird about that VRAM, though, is I swear it hasn't changed. A single bit. Maybe it's maxed. Maybe it's set at, like, using a percentage and it doesn't go anywhere off that. What did she say? Press the button. In the little hole. Oh, I keep thinking C is crouch. My lord, hello. E. I'll tell you what I could do. How do I get my backpack out? Oh my god, I missed again. I don't think it can get me, can it? Well, this is fun. It's like a, it's like being at a circus. And those things pop out. How do I kill it? Oh. Shoot. Oh, this thing is annoying. What? Oh, I'm losing them. I can't pick them back up. Oh, it's the flashlight, is it? I think I remember. How do I do it? The torch. Oh god, this ain't... I can't remember the controls. There you go. How do I charge it? Like this? How do I get my backpack? I thought it was I. It's B. No, it's not. Oh my god, what are the controls? What is backpack? Or is it tab? It's tab, is it? Alright, screw it. We're going. Don't need no backpack. Who needs a backpack? Gas mask. I could have sworn it was I. Anyone knows what it is? Hold I. Oh my god. You gotta hold it. Probably not the best place, is it, for this? Charge this bad boy up. What happened? Repair your gas mask. Oh no. All right, let's just forget. Let's just forget any of that last 10 minutes happened, okay? We'll just pretend it didn't happen. I'll go again. So, shall I just do that already? How do I do that? Hold it. No. How do I repair it? I remember doing it. Slap it on. Reminds me of that. What's that video of that guy where he's like slapping on the water tanks? The tape on the water tanks or whatever it is. That's what that reminds me of. Wait, have I got... Can you jump this? Oh my god, you can actually just jump it. Oh no, wait. We were over the other side. Oh no! I was actually on the right side. That was weird. Am I gonna have to... Alright, I'm gonna have to do that again. Let me do it. They don't seem to be on me this time. Pump it up. Pump that bad boy. You're buying a 7950X 3D? Nice. Yeah, I have a 7950X 3D as well, but I'm thinking about... I'm probably going to maybe return it and get this 7800X 3D instead. I'm using the 7900 XTX stock settings. Haven't touched it at all. Generally for the... Oh no. For the most part, like, I generally test stuff stock. Like, occasionally we do overclocks randomly, like... But I'll say if I'm doing it. I tend to not bother doing... Especially with my XTX, it's a reference model, so it's not... The temperatures on it already are not that great. I think we messed around with it once or twice, and the temps ended up being like really insane when we overclocked, so I don't think I've really bothered doing it since. And it didn't really make any difference to the performance from what... I think we did it. We tried it on Cyberpunk, I think. Wasn't really any difference. Because you can just put it in through the Adrenaline software, I forget what it's called. It has a mode where you can switch it into, but I got rid of Adrenaline and everything now because it was just being really annoying on my PC. I don't use it anymore. Can I take my gas mask off? No. Right, so frame-wise down here, it's not that bad. Obviously because we're underground, but it still stutters loads. Power's been pretty much, what, 120? Pretty much the same in every game I've played, between 100 and 120. It's not really veered from that at all. Even when I've used upscaling and stuff, it's not really reduced the power consumption or anything. Even like VRAM too. Normally you see it kind of take some pressure off the GPU, but it doesn't seem to really do much when you're on this. Oh, I remember getting lost down here. Can I kill the things? Can I actually kill them? Run. Is there a phone? Phone that I need to answer. Oh no, I remember. How did you do a space? You need to do /n, new line. That'll just add a new line, basically. Just like how you would do it in like coding, you just do /n, which basically just puts in a new line after, you know, wherever you put that. So if I wanted a space between hotspot and temp, you'd just, after hotspot, the name, you would just put /n and it would add a new line. Temp is kind of high. It's got nothing to do with power. Like, you could use, if you're comparing it to a huge card using the same amount of power, then the temps still aren't going to be the same. It's got nothing to do with power. This card, this is just normal temperatures for this card that I have. It's completely normal. If you compare it to like a 4090, then yeah, it's going to obviously run hotter. It's like 5 times smaller, 2 small fans on it. So, and it's not, you know, you can't really compare those things. It's got it's got nothing to do with power. Even 120 watts. That's 120 watts for this card is max. So like you can't compare it to another card that's max is 300, because then yeah, of course it's going to run cooler at 120. Do you see what I mean? Relative to its max power, it's at 100%. Do you see what I mean? If I was at 60 watts here and I was running at 76, then yeah, like, then you'd expect it to be cooler, if you see what I mean. But relative to the power, the total power, it's normal. 5 times smaller, yeah, I would say so. Maybe more, to be honest. 4090 is huge. Like, if I times this card, yeah, I would say 4 or 5. At least if I stacked height-wise, I reckon I could stack 4 of these to the height of my 4090. At least, yeah, 3 or 4, I would say. And then lengthwise, my 4090 is lengthwise, oh, well, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 in length. So, huge. Like, 2 of the fans on this card, probably barely even the size of 1 fan on my 4090. And there's 3 fans on that card. Is it also 5 times faster? Well, it would depend how you're measuring it. If you measured it on resolution, then technically, yeah, because it'll do this at 4K between, what were we at? 70 and 100. And technically 4K from 1080p is what? Is 4 times, is it? It is 4 times. 2 million. Yeah, it's 4 times. So, like, maybe roundabout there. And then, even 1080p on this, I mean, well, you'd be looking at 250 FPS. I don't know if it does that on this. I've never tested the 4090 at 1080p on this game at these settings, so because I don't really have much reason to. Let's check out some DLSS though. Where is it? Options. DLSS. Boom. Oh. Right, what do I have to do here? Anyone remember how to get... Oh, is this the compass bit? I remember being stuck here before. You switched to a 6750 XT, nice. I remember there being a gap somewhere that I can just go through, isn't it? Is it this one? We gotta open this door. So is it a power thing? Can't remember. Charger. Pump heat. All the creatures have gone. I think I've got to go through. Leo, hello, how's it going? Can I get through there? Here we go. Can I kill these things? Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Oh my god. I'm stuck. Can I not? Are you supposed to go down here? Oh, I'm not crouched. That'll do it. Pump it. Oh, that's it. I kill them, but I've got to wait for them to turn. And then shoot them. that it? What model of 4090 do I have? Ace is tough. Hell nah, bruh. Not from both angles. That's bang out of order. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. $1080p versus 4K. Oh yeah, huge difference. Like, after playing so much on 4K, it really is pretty horrible going to 1080p. It definitely really depends what you're used to, though. I played for a long time on 1080p and it was fine. But once you start playing a lot higher, it's then definitely harder to go back down. It's not harder, but you just can tell, like, it's a huge difference. Especially in games like this. But if you've never experienced 4K, you probably wouldn't be bothered, like me, for a long time. But then as soon as you go up to it, oof. Sheesh. Even 1440p, though, to be fair, is still, like, quite a big improvement, I would say, personally, on 1080p. Like, 4K's pretty expensive still, so 1440p is still a decent enough increase on 1080p. We're hitting over 100 FPS here. Maybe if I look up, we'll get even more. No! Get in the corner. Oh my god. 150. Let's just stay here forever. Can I get any more than that in the other corner? Oh. Oh. Maybe if I turn the flashlight off. Oh. The flashlight. That's 3 FPS there for the ray. What is it? Ray trace. I'm stuck. What the hell? What was the setting? Ray flashlight. What was it? What was the setting? Is it just this? Oh, I'm thinking of Dying Light. What's that setting in Dying Light where it's like light something? Hey, we're in the room. I can't remember what it is. It's the same with 144 Hz. Absolutely cannot use 60 monitors. To a certain extent, for me at least. I can still play 60 and like single player games is fine. It's definitely harder for me to play, especially things like COD. But I'm used to playing COD on a 240 Hz monitor. So now if I play COD at 60, that's hard for me. But I can play other games at 60. Like single player ones are fine. It doesn't really bother me. Oh, night vision. Hotspot a little high? No. It's pretty normal. Just have a look at my AMD cards. If you think that's high. Oof. Hotspot's normally pretty hot. That's why it's called a hotspot. Now, if it was called a GPU cold spot, and it was 93, then yeah, I'd maybe be worried, but it's a hotspot. It's called hotspot for a reason. Because it's hot. I'll tell you what though, look at my CPU power, 100 watts. Oof. Someone put some money in the meter. Oh no. Pump it! Oh, I got no ammo. Turn over, turn over, turn over. Turn over. Man's not hot. Too many. Get me out, get me out. Can't tell which ones are alive. Is that one alive? Nah, we're good. Turn over. Yeah. Is that more? Oh my god. Where have I got to go? Sort filter. We'll go... Oh, the lift's coming. Go work for the blinders. Tommy! No bottleneck? What are we talking about? What, bottlenecking with a 3900K? No. I'm at 99% GPU utilization. Can't get much better than that. 1%, but you don't ever see 100% really on nvidia cards. Oh, I'm running it. I'm running that. Do I need my gas mask on?
Let's get out of here. They won't jump us with lights still on.
Just run, just go, just go. Don't look back. Oh my god. Get it off, get it off. I don't know where that one came from. Go, go, press the button. Don't care if they're on it. Who's got to press the button? There we go.
Well, we have the maps, so we have to take them back to the colonel. By the way, I brought your car. It's at the dock. It's amazing the lift still works.
400 watt power consumption, 4K all ultra. Don't know what we're talking about. What card are you talking about? A 4090? Runs very hot. It's like I say though, it's relative. You can't just have like a. You can't have like an assumption of like 70 degrees is hot and anything on any card above that is like it doesn't work like that. Things are relative to the card or CPU. You can't just have like above 70 is too hot and below that is fine. Like it doesn't work like that.
May it bring her luck.
Like there are cards that designed to work at different temperatures. Just take the 3900K. You'll be averaging closer to 70 degrees when gaming than like lower, and mine's undervolted. If you don't even undervolt, you'll be probably closer to, well, mid 70s to 80s on average, but it's normal for that card, for that CPU. But if you've got the assumption that every CPU should be under 70, then
When outside, go right.
it's just like a pointless assumption to have, because the CPU is designed to run at that temperature, so it doesn't matter if it's at that temperature.
She probably found something interesting.
4090, 67, yeah, that's about normal. It's roughly the same as mine.
We'll contact the base as soon as I get any useful information.
Yeah, but this 4060 is very hot. Yeah, but like I said, the 4090 is huge. It's a huge card. You can't expect the 4090, the 4060 to cool the same as a 4090. Like, why would you have that idea? That's never going to happen. Why are you comparing temperatures between cards that are just huge, like hugely different? Like, you can't compare those things.
They did not have much choice.
That's like saying the 4060 doesn't perform as well in 4K as the 4090. Well, no, it doesn't, because they're completely different cards. Why would they run at the same temperatures? Doesn't make any sense.
Ready for that.
One must be ready.
Of course they don't.
I'm always ready.
Like we said earlier, the 4090 is 4 or 5 times larger than this 4060. Of course it's going to be. 4060 is going to be hotter. It's got 2 tiny fans on it. Just that alone makes it hotter.
What next?
You got 3 huge fans on the 4090.
Once the Baron lies dead.
Makes sense, I guess.
And they massively overdid the 4090 in terms of the cooling on it. That's why it runs so cool. Like the size of the card is like it's the biggest card. That's why it's cool. If the 4090 was, say, even the size of the 3090, it would run hotter. That's why the 3090s and even most of the 30 series Founders editions are like temperature-wise are pretty bad in comparison to the 40 series, but they're like half the size. Not half the size, the 3090, but the 3090 is a lot smaller than my 4090. And that gives you half your problem. It's like comparing a desktop to a laptop and saying, why does my laptop not run at the same temperature to my desktop? Well, it's like, it's tiny. Of course it's not going to run at the same temperature. That's like an insane assumption to have. But it's not designed to either. A laptop's designed to operate at those temperatures, so it's fine. Didn't need to worry about it. $3,900K consumes 200. Never seen it. Never seen it hit 200 in any game. On a stress test, if you like fully 100%ing the CPU in a stress test, you could probably hit that, but not in a game. Maximum I've ever seen stock was 150. Not 200 though. At least I've never. I don't know what games, unless you mention me a game where it hits 200, but I've tested a lot of games and it's never ever hit 200. Maybe the cooler is just bare minimum. Exactly, yeah. It is. But it's fine. It's not... Like, the difference would be is if you put this cooler in a 4090, then yeah, you'd have problems, but it's fine to operate in this card as it is, so you don't need to worry about it.
This is all there is. You're gravely mistaken. Can you imagine where this kernel is hailing from? Straight from Moscow.
My 4090 never breaks 60, so that seems to have impacted. Yeah, no, I get that, but you can't... You just can't really have... You shouldn't really have that view of things because... You know, technology for everything performs differently across everything. You can't just be like... Right, well, the highest end card means that every single card will operate at the same performance or temperature. Like, it just doesn't work like that. You're going to have varying levels of things.
But we cannot really let this slide. So, here's what we're going to do. Whoever brings a live train gang member to me will be rich. I'm just so curious to see a guest from
I have got to go back to the train. DLSS is on quality right now.
everyone. The Baron has spoken.
We had some pretty rough frames with it off. $40.90 was the expectation too in terms of... Yeah, but like, to be honest, it'd be dangerous. Like, if your expectation is a 4090 for everything, I mean, you're going to be disappointed. Because the 4090 is like the best thing you can have. Everything else isn't as good as it, so... You know, to hold everything else to the same standard is yeah, you're going to be quite disappointed. That's why it costs so much money, is because it is the best you can have. So it's dangerous to have that kind of... That kind of view, because you'd just be disappointed by everything else, you know? 4080 has the same... Exactly. My 4080 is pretty much the same size as my 4090, which is nuts, but...
Artyom, go back to sleep, darling.
It's, I think, slightly...
I wanted to ask him.
The height of it, or the width, is just ever so slightly smaller, the 4080, but when you put them side by side, it's really not... There's not much in it. It gets to 75 and stuff, but yeah. Still pretty... That's still fine, though. It's going to vary from game to game, depending on what you're doing to it. Cyberpunk always pushes cards to their, like... their limits a lot of the time in terms of most things, like power, temperatures, all of this stuff. You'll see it go up quite a lot. It's really going to vary from game to game. Same as CPU. Frostbite engine always just makes my CPU go like crazy on the power, crazy on the temps, everything. No other engines really do it like that for my CPU. It's going to vary from game to game.
Got it.
What have I got to do? I thought I would sit down here now.
All right, Miller, over and out. You got them. Great job, Artyom.
5600 X3D, yeah. Heard about that yesterday.
Artyom got them.
I think it's only available in America.
Idiot.
You say it's not available to public. I think it's America, isn't it?
There's a lot of data. The sooner we analyze it, the better. We have the maps. Now
Gaming computers, hello. How am I doing? Yeah, I'm doing alright. I have actually completed this game before.
we need water.
So we're kind of... I don't know, are we halfway through this?
We're going down with dehydration already.
Maybe?
It's only getting worse. We also need fuel. The local bandits have it all. I had already contacted...
But I'm thinking if it sells quite well in America, I reckon that maybe it becomes available elsewhere. Would seem like a logical assumption to have. But if it doesn't do that great, then maybe we won't see it. But then if it doesn't do that great, it might mean that it's not that great anyway. You can pick up a 5800X 3D though. I think it's similar performance-wise to that, isn't it?
Failure is not an option.
I don't know what the price should be.
Good luck, Artyom. We are all...
Because you can pick up a 5800X 3D for not too much.
The storm seems to be over. I'll go back to the post.
Perfect.
What's this game?
Don't you have any water left at all?
It's like a post-apocalyptic type, you know, like Fallout type vibe.
You're untouchable.
With like infected creatures or whatever, radioactive creatures. And then...
Don't have any. I don't even have a canteen.
We're trying to get... Where are we trying to get? We're trying to get to somewhere. I forget, to be honest with you.
I wish I had a canteen. Then I'd share some water with you now.
Thank you, darling.
Someone in chat might be able to elaborate.
You got idiot.
Should go to that question mark. Where's the workbench? Is it still in here? Can I not use it?
What can I say? We clearly didn't come here in...
There we go.
I finished making one more thing for the T-Hour.
5600X 3D is 230. Yeah, I think you can pick up a 5800X 3D for about 300 £300, which is more in dollars, but
Sure seems so.
that's still pretty good considering what you get. Right, repair all this.
Radiation level dynamics here. When is it from? Yeah, a bit old.
Stability. How do I do it? Install. Boom.
Which maps have we got?
Boom.
Central Asia, Western Siberia, the Urals.
What is that?
European part of the
6-shot
country.
cylinder. Boom.
Aha, I see. Yeah, no Far East. Weird.
What guns do I want though?
Two
Do I?
options here. Either the Far East was out of the satellite center area,
That's already.
or somebody snatched all the maps of the East before us.
If that is the case, they still left plenty for us.
Boom.
Where should we look, Colonel Sir?
Max it out.
They were priority targets.
Alright, I think we're good, huh?
Still, going for the deepest end of nowhere isn't too attractive either.
Does my DDR5 RAM take long to load up Windows? No.
This place seems clean. Nah, no
You
wonder.
can go
It's
wild
just
there.
Super quick.
Our situation is critical. A few more days, and we won't be able to fight off a pack of wild dogs.
Do me a favour, guys. Make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't. Try and get as many likes as we can. Shall I switch? We've got DLSS on. Shall I switch that off for a little bit again whilst we're driving around? See what it's like. Where is it? Oh, it's a... The screen might go black for a second. It does that. Makes me think it's crashed. But yeah, look at this. Didn't really get any dips below 60 with DLSS on, did we? Already outside it.
What do you think of our situation?
I think to really have any worthwhile experience on this card with ray tracing, you've got to use DLSS or frame generation. You have to use one of them. Try and get over to that question mark. Where is it? Going the wrong way. Should go back. Interesting steering wheel. If I get a motherboard and it takes long to post, I'll have to do BIOS. I would just make sure you have the latest BIOS regardless. I would make sure I had that anyway. Was it this way? Yeah. What the hell was that? Sound like a lion. How do I get out? Test? Yeah, it's like an electric vehicle, look. Missing a light as well. I just hear someone. Oh, it's the woman.
Look at my lair here. Didn't have such luxury back in Moscow. Still, this place is too hot.
And this is the enhanced edition as well, so night times are really light for some reason. Like a bug that they never
See that
fixed.
crane at the dock? There is someone in the cabin. Can't see him that well, but I think he noticed me as soon as I arrived. That seems like a great spot to keep tabs on our base, so you should check it out. Look at that cracked ship now. The largest one, closest to the water. See? Well, it's not cracked, but rather carefully dismantled.
Cracked ship, where?
I saw trucks carrying cages arrive at that boat. Looks like this is where the bandits keep their prisoners. There's that building over there, past the port. Looks like an air control tower, but I'm not sure. In any case, there should be a lot of equipment there. Something might come in handy. While you were out looking for the map, we encountered a new problem. The water. I'll keep watching the rigs, and you can choose your next
Why, you're not going to tell me about the water?
Damn, I wish wish I could wash off all this sand already. I hope we get out of this desert soon.
What's wrong with the water then?
Port, there's a convenient zip line on the roof.
God, does she ever stop? Oh, you done?
Be careful out there.
She ain't done.
Right?
It's those lights that just... As soon as I look at the light... Look at my FPS. Right, straight in. 0 stealth. Where is it you want to go?
Listen up, everyone. The Baron is about to speak.
Oh, I see.
Listen up, everyone.
How do I get down there?
The Baron is speaking. We live in interesting times, gentlemen. During the last sandstorm, somebody wiped our post.
Turn it around.
Judging by the time, it's that train guy. I did call them out.
Unlucky Domino, hello.
Denying everything. The thing is, some
Oh
boys
dear.
started driving a car our people at the post had. These newcomers are total loose cannons. So you must stay alert. As you were, everyone.
Don't know how we got out of that. Thought I could break through it. Oh man, I thought I could just drive through this. No! Alright, it's fully... The Tesla's stuck. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's bad. That is bad. Don't know what I can do about that. Can I get out of this? It won't go forward or back. I don't think there's any way. Looks like we're on foot. Oh, that is a big drop. Oh, there's a zip line. Is there no way I can just respawn that car? What's going on? I'm stuck. These are these areas where I can't, I get stuck behind just invisible walls. Oh, I thought it was a zip line. What have I done? I don't know. 50,000. £50,000 Tesla. Oof. Write it off. We should maybe do my flashlight as well. How do I switch it off? Right. From what I remember, there's loads of guys here. And I think once I get to the top, I think I could zip line, can't I? Don't think it's Far Cry or Dying Light. There must be something programmed into it though where the car gets stuck, surely. Maybe if I get shot or get killed and it respawns me, maybe it'll respawn it or something. Oh dear.
Be careful. That sniper doesn't seem to be an amateur.
That sniper.
I see him. Just a moment.
Trying to avoid it. But he's still somehow seen me. Alright, I'm gonna have to go straight for him.
It's hard to cycle now. Quick bastard. No matter.
I don't see where the shots. Is he shooting at me? Doesn't sound. What's the sound like for you guys? Is it all right? Because we're not actually even max on the. I'm just gonna have to run, aren't I? Doesn't seem like he's shooting at me. I see the shots. What's that noise? Can I shoot the light? Because that is a nightmare. Oh, look at this for a spot. I can't see anything. Can't shoot through that. Alright, send it. How many bullets? To be fair, missed a ton of shots, but still a lot of bullets. Seemed like a lot of bullets. I can't see anything. So hard to see with the light flashing in your eyes. No! Well, he's hurt. I just somehow used all the bullets again. Alright. Get the pistol out.
You fucker!
Missed so many shots.
Tag him and bag him. Alright, Artyom, check his nest out. There's bound to be something interesting. I'll be packing in the meantime. See you at the base.
What's that though here? Workstation. Suppose I could do that. Get some of the ammo. And I'll also switch my aircon on maybe because it's super hot in here. Can I zip line down? Could have sworn that I could zip line off this. Oh dear. they shooting at me? Oh my god. Good aim. Is there bullet drop? Alright. Gonna have to get down there. I'm also... Let me just get my aircon on, hang on. Hopefully it won't be too loud, but I'll let me switch it on for like 5 minutes and then I'll switch it off. Because believe it or not, it's raining, but it's like 27 degrees in my room. Right, how do I get down? Aircon. It's just a portable. It's not proper aircon. It's just a portable one that I bought. The range isn't very good on this, I think. Can I just jump down? Quick, quick! Oh my god, I'm stuck in here. Must admit, sometimes the combat in this is super janky. Like, really clunky. I don't know if anyone agrees with me. I guess the idea is to try and avoid it, but... Hot summer, yeah. It's actually been... It's not been too bad the last couple of days. Like, maybe for the last week, it's kind of cooled down a bit and it's been raining a lot. At least where I am, but it's going to be, like, really hot again next week. But before that, it was hot for, like, I don't know, for maybe 6 weeks. It was, like, super hot. Seems to be the norm now. It just gets worse, like, when I'm in my room with my PC. It just sometimes gets pretty nuts. Like, heat-wise, that's why I got it, just so I can switch the... I just switch it on for, like, 10 minutes sometimes, and it just, like, takes the edge off. Why is there still a question mark here? What is it I've got to pick up? Where didn't we look? Sounds like summer is the winter in the USA. Depends where you are, doesn't it? Thing is, people go on a lot about, oh, it's not, like, England's not hot, da-da-da, but it's not really the heat, it's not the temperature, it's the humidity that's the issue a lot of the time. It's super humid, and also the buildings and houses are not, they're built to keep heat in a lot of the time, and no houses have aircon, so, like, that's really kind of what becomes the problem. In, like, in continuous 35 degree heat, it's like, that becomes, like, really horrible. Because I've been to hotter places in America for sure, but it's like the humidity's not as bad in some places, so like it doesn't feel as bad. Like when I was in Vegas, it was 43 degrees, but it was, to me, it feels worse being in England. Because it was in the desert and there's just like no humidity. That's why your GPU is so hot? No, it was like this the other day when it was like 15 degrees. It doesn't help, but it's like, it only affects it by a couple of degrees. It's like, oh, I've got my aircon on now, and it's still pretty much 73 to 75. You may maybe bring it down a couple of degrees, like in winter. It maybe be, in actual winter, it'd probably be kind of 70-ish, but you're talking about like a 5-degree difference. That's not really like any difference really. Am I near the coast? Fairly, yeah. But the humidity normally in where I am, there's like, it's very swampy and marshy, so it can get pretty. Normally the humidity is between like 70 and 85% normally. At the moment it's 75% humidity, so it's just like, that's really what's kind of grim a lot of the time. Or 70, it's 70 at the moment. I can't use the car anymore, can I? But we're not far from this bit. What's the ammo situation? What's my opinion about a 4060 versus a 3060? Both aren't that great. I wouldn't get either. That was sleeping hovering. Yeah, I mean, how much is even... Like I say, like, both of those cards really aren't that great. I'd always rather have a 3060 Ti over a 3060. But if you had no alternative but to get either one of those... I don't actually even know. Well, in England right now... How much is it on Amazon? Right, so you could get a 3060 for 270 to 200 to 300, right? I got my 4060 for 289, so it's pretty much the same price. I'd probably rather have a 4060 because it's got DLSS 3. That's going to save me in more occasions than the 3060 would. Like, if I had no choice but to pick one of them, I would just spend an extra £10 and get the 4060. Because DLSS 3 is way more value than what the 3060 can offer. But it's going to vary in what country you live in. Like, the decision there is going to vary depending on what the price is. I don't know, I can only see what the prices are for, obviously, in England. What did you call me? What'd you call me?
We're cool.
30, hello. What the hell? But yeah, overall, I'd avoid both and probably look at something like a 6700 XT or something like that if I was in that budget. Because that's, I think, what was it? I had a look yesterday. I think in England, a 6700 XT is like 300 to 350, something like that. So obviously it's a little bit more, but I would say that's overall better value in kind of a reasonably same budget. Consider what? Consider a 3060 over a 3070? I'm confused. Oh, you're talking about 2080? Hot? I'm hot, thanks. I think so too. Yeah, I'd personally, the 3070 is the same for me. I would avoid 8 gig cards like altogether. I wouldn't. For 1080p, like 1080p, where you're not expecting to play ultra, okay, fine, you can get away with it. And that doesn't exempt the 3060 either, just because the 3060 is 12 gig. Like, I still wouldn't bother with that either. Like, if you're wanting to play 1080p maxed out in brand new games, then 8 gig, I think, definitely for future-wise, it's probably going to be a problem. If you just have a look at games that have come out this year, it's obviously just an assumption, but we don't know what games are going to come out. But you know, you run the risk of having problems potentially. But like I say, if you don't mind and you're dropping like details, you're dropping settings, then okay, fine. You probably could get away with it. At medium or high, but not, yeah, exactly. Or if you're also happy to like be using DLSS all the time, then you could get away with it as well. Oh, hell no, bro. Oh, hell no. I haven't got a very good shot, have I? Oh no. You just chuck a brick at me. There's a car coming.
Who's raising that racket? Is that you, Saul?
Reload it, reload it. Why wouldn't it reload? Right, I'll switch. I don't know how loud is the aircon. Can you hear it?
Didn't we fucking tell you, motherfucker, that all the shit here?
Switch it off for a bit.
And you're dead if we catch you here again. Well, you fucking had it coming.
Does the DLSS change anything in VRAM? Not always. On average, it does drop VRAM, yeah, but it depends on the game. Because by using DLSS, you're going over to the CPU more. So you'll often see using DLSS will take usage. So like you'll drop GPU usage a lot of the time, but not every game. For example, in Hogwarts Legacy, with this card at least, that I'm still editing that video, but you don't really see any change in VRAM. So like some games you will, some games you won't. And also ray tracing, depends if you've got ray tracing on or not. That also affects it. Why is this card? It's hot because it's tiny. The card is tiny. So temps are just naturally not as good. It's nothing to do with nvidia, no. Like,
He just got our guys, that fucker. We need down here.
Looks like it's that all.
my card's a gigabyte card anyway. But it's just because the card is so small. But it has no power. Yeah, but this seems to be coming up a lot. I'm not quite sure where people are kind of getting the information from. It's nothing to do with power. It's relative to the card. At the moment, we're basically 100% power. So 100% relative to the card is a lot. But like, people seem to be comparing it to 4090 usage. Yeah, but a 4090 at 100 watts is not 100% of its TDP, is it? It's 25% of its TDP. So yeah, of course it's going to be cooler. If I was at 25% here, then yeah, the card would be cooler. It's relative to its capacity. So I'm not quite sure why people are so like confused by that. You can't compare those two things. Like that's kind of insanity. People seem to be comparing temperatures from other cards with other cards. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Since when do you have GPUs that all run at the same temperature? Like, that's never happened ever, has it? I've never seen that my entire life. It's not 72, it's 87. You're looking at the hotspot. That's not the GPU temperature. The hotspot is obviously going to be higher. Why would you read the GPU hotspot as the GPU temperature? That's not the same thing. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude, but today I think they can do something about that. Well, I don't understand. If a card's engineered to run at a certain temperature, why would they need to do anything about that? They don't need to do anything about that. It's its operating temperature. Why would they need to do anything about that? I'm confused why they would need to do anything about that. That's annoying, it maybe. Let me have a look. Yeah, no internet. Let me just Google, is there issues? Virgin Media. Oh, okay, yeah. Status. It did this earlier, didn't it? Is the stream going? I actually can't even tell. Let me, give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna quickly run and just redo my, restart my router. Just give me like 30 seconds. Right. Sorry, guys. I think we might be back. Let me keep a... If I go onto the game now, I'm not sure what you guys can see. Is it just a black screen? Sorry about that. Is it, oh, hang on. It's not going to capture the game because MSI and stuff. Hang on, I might have to reboot. Okay, that should work now. Not connected. No internet. All right. I'll keep an eye on it. Let me play a little bit. I'm not sure what this is going to be like. So I'm on my other internet. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll have to, I don't know. It's been doing it loads today. I'm going to have to call them up for the 100th time this year. That's going to be fun. Right, what was it here? The question mark. Did I get it? I think I got it. Did I get it? At least you get priority calls. No, I don't get priority. With Virgin Media, I don't. Alright, where's this other question? Alright, hang on. It looks like we're back in business. Let me switch back to it because I drop loads of frames with this one. Hang on, just give me 1 sec. It is back though, so hopefully it doesn't do that again. Top of what? Hello. Good morning. Bit late in the day for that one. Is DLSS on? No. Actually, I remember there being... Wasn't there a guy down here? He was, wasn't he? He was down here. I remember this. It's evening for me, but I haven't found the good part yet up until... Oh, right. Fallout 4 is a game I wish I played when it came out. Why? You can still play it now. What's wrong with playing it now? Oh, damn. Is he alive? Who's alive? Am I alive? I think so. Unless this is a dream. It was all a dream. I used to read What Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on the wall. Name me the song. Whoever names me that song is a G.
The cretin. Driving around, I guess. When did I even give him a car? I don't remember.
Oh no, his leg.
That man's an idiot, a complete cretin. That double sitting in my castle. Decoy.
Some games should only be played with the hype.
How long do I have to rot here for?
Look at Gollum.
With this plan.
Yeah, but I don't think there was ever any hype, was there?
But the Baron will be fine.
I think the hype disappeared. I didn't even think... Was there a hype for that? I don't know.
He's a cretin. Why did I listen? Don't remember.
Yeah, the studio has closed down, yeah, for good reason. I hope they never put out a game.
I must rot here.
They had a second Lord of the Rings game, didn't they? Or something they were working on?
Soul, I can't take this anymore. I'll tell him. I'll give him a piece of my
I don't know.
mind.
I do feel bad when it's like... You know, when things close down like that, I feel bad. But at the end of the day, save the money. Do you know what I mean? Don't waste money on stuff like that. I want that gas mask. Graphics are still pretty nice at 1080p. Not too bad. Obviously, it does look way, way better at 4K, but it's not horrendous. Can I check the memory junction temp? No, it's not. It's not available. I don't think it's not recorded on this. Same as the TI. But it would probably be similar-ish. Bit lower than my hotspot. It's normally, generally, it's in that kind of similar region, but just a bit lower. Hello, hello. I'm doing alright, how are you? Shooting nails? No, it's like a it's like an air rifle. Because like I can pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. That guy had a terrible shot. Come and shoot me.
Listen up, everyone. The Baron is about to speak. Listen up, everyone. There you have the motherfucker! We're going to have a close. Gentlemen, don't move your tribals. I'll fucking leave you,
Hotspot on a 4070. Yeah, no, I know. I've got a 4070 Ti.
You fucked! For the tribals. Who cares if he got... You want it?
Damn.
Man, we're cool. We're cool.
Almost shot you as well.
Those of you who vote can get remuneration for the flight. Well, so,
I have a deal for you about increasing subscribers. Oh, that sounds like a scam sandwich, that does.
Fear before man is not absolute. When your life is so shitty you've got nothing to lose, you start having rebellious thoughts, even if you are the lowest of the tribal. And can we have that, gentlemen? No. We cannot have that. That is exactly...
Is this with a Stormtrooper mod? No, well, you can get that on this game, can you?
making the world what it is.
That sounds quite funny.
A master. And a slave? A slave. Not a man with a gun. The devil.
Search if you want to know who... Give me your bank account details if you want to know more. Oh, you know what? That sounds like an absolutely cracking business venture, that. The marketing on that. Oof.
Look, won't that piece of shit fall on us?
Sign me up.
As long as no dumb son of a bitch.
I'll send them over later.
Pass me that 16 mil spam. Alright. Guys, that bitch is here! Where the fuck up? There he is!
Oh, damn.
Motherfucker is here!
Does it sound like a hairdryer? No.
They fucking got one of ours!
RPM's got like nothing to do with sound really though. RPM is purely just a measure of the speed. For example, if you have a tiny fan running at 3000 and you have a huge fan running at 3000, they're not the same noise level because they're both running at 3000. The bigger fan is obviously going to be louder. Like, RPM is not a reference for noise because RPM just means the speed at which it's running. Like, 3000 RPM on this GPU is about the equivalent to 1000 RPM on my 4090 in terms of noise. Because the fans, there's 3 fans on my 4090 and they're huge. So if that's running at 1000, that's about the same noise level as this running at 3000 because the fans are tiny and there's only 2. See, you see? That'd be like the difference between like a jet plane and a small little Cessna, but the engines are running at the same speed. They're not the same noise level though, are they? No. The jumbo jet is going to be louder. Because it's a big boy. It's a big boy. It's like me doing a 300 kilogram deadlift, right? Or some small person doing a 300 kilogram deadlift. Who's going to be making more noise? Me. Because I'm an absolute 6'8" unit. Like, when those weights go smashing down, you get the... That noise is going to be louder coming from me.
Here, you fucker!
There's too many guys. Alright, get the AK out. Do I like the deal? You didn't tell me what the deal was. I'm just shooting up the gaff. Oh, what a shot that is.
Guys, there's the bitch! What the fuck? Guys, what the fuck is that?
How are there so many guys? Who's that?
The fucker was hiding down there. Run, little piggy, run. You're getting fried. There's the bitch! The bitch is there!
Widower, thanks for subscribing. Or it's a widower.
We're getting fucked here!
I assume that's what your name's supposed to be, widower. The speed on the turn feels so slow. I don't know if that's the lower frames or it feels weird.
They fucking got one of ours! Over here! He's here!
Where's the big boy? Where did he go? Does he not come out of it? Oh. Got him. I'm stuck again, what? I remember getting lost in here before as well. Oh my god, look at all the stuff I can get. Book it. I assume, is that one done? It is. But the car is still stuck. Gonna have to, can I just drop off this? God, the fall damage is so intense on this game. I barely even dropped. Where are we? I don't even know where we are. Think if we go... Yeah. Nothing wrong with the yeah, no. People just go really, really hard on temps. Like, if you're here long enough, you remember my whole 3900K. Like, it's above 70. People just absolutely just couldn't. It was like aliens had just landed. You just could not comprehend what was happening. They just couldn't even consider. Out of every single realm of possibility, like, no, it can't be. It can't be 70. But people have eased in, they've got used to it, and they're chill now. They're like, nah, don't worry about it. Easy. It's 75, is it? No worries. Oh, damn. Going all the way back to the train. Do I think Starfield is going to be broken on launch? I think I was saying the other day, I don't think the game... I think the game performance will be fine. I think the game will be a disappointment from a gameplay... not gameplay, but like a content perspective. Is what I think is going to happen. I think it'll run fine. Because I think it'll just be capped. I think the game will be capped at 60 FPS anyway. On PC. So I don't think there'll be any problems, because they'll just cap it and then that'll be it. But I think the game... I just always worry with games that are like crazily like there's loads of hype, and there's definitely loads of hype for that game. It just, in my opinion, it never ends well when that happens. I always get concerned when there's loads of hype for a game. Just in more recent years, like back in the day, it normally hyped games were good, but I mean, you know, as of recently, it's whenever there's loads of hype, I'm always like, oh, careful.
I'm feeling kind of under the weather.
Because the more hype there is, the more like a lot of the time people have crazy expectations.
All things considered.
Cyberpunk. That's what I mean.
I think we can last another couple of days like
with
this.
Cyberpunk though, like the expectation is to have like a GTA level.
We really do.
Like, you know, where like the game, if they just fixed all the bugs and all of this, but no one knew about the game, like there was no hype, it would be an okay-ish story and game to play through, like at least once. But it was just because the expectation, like you were expecting like a GTA 6 level of like open world experience, and obviously that is not easy to accomplish by any means. So like that is already,
It's most probably the one we're going to use.
you know. I mean, but obviously that game was plagued with just so many issues anyway, from not even just content, but the bugs and then the actual performance across multiple you know, I mean, there was issues obviously all over the place, but yeah, definitely with hyped games, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people have, the more hype there is, because for Starfield, the thing that worries me is how the hype's been going on for like how long now, and then it's like, it just, you have a, you know, the longer it goes on, the more imagination you have, I think. "94 degrees is far from 85 thermal limit." Yeah, but we're talking about GPU temperature. You don't seem to really understand what GPU temperature means or hotspot means. We're talking about GPU temperature. We're nowhere near that. We're 10 degrees off that. I'm not sure why you're so obsessed with a hotspot. it's a little concerning. Making me a little worried. We're gonna have to run this way because I think the car is still not, still stuck. What disaster. Think you should hide the hotspot. Oh no. No, because then I'll have to then I'll end up having to hide the temperature as well. Don't worry, he'll get used to it. I think he's new around here. Gotta ease him in gently. You can't be hitting him with no 89-degree hotspot straight off out the gate. I mean, that's a tough one, that is. I remember my first 89-degree hotspot. I remember my first 110-degree hotspot. I mean, don't tell, you know, don't say that out loud. Someone in here might absolutely lose it. 110. Holy smokes. You should definitely be worried. He's running in the desert. Exactly. Look, I got my PC with me here. Look, this is all you need. Why is my vision so blurry? Is it... Should I be worried about that? Is it just because I'm running too much? Up to 140 degrees is okay. Alright. I suggest put down the space muffins, to be honest. I think you've had one too many. What were they? Are they brownies or are they blueberry muffins? I think you're about to... I think it's all hitting you at once. I was bitten by the snake. What snake? That one. I do like the sound of this gun. That sounds beefy, doesn't it? Oh. Oh. Now the dragon. One shot headshot. Oh my god, I hit it. Oh, they're gonna get it. They're in trouble. They're about to get Clint Eastwood. Holy smokes. Oh. Oh god, the dragons. Is the dragon coming as well? Does he want some? Oh shit. Where'd he go? Oh, you don't want the smoke. That sun is blinding. Whose idea was this? Oh my god. Hey! Bottle of water. Oh no. I've been bitten by the snake again. I think it's just because I'm sprinting for a desert. I do feel a bit bad for the guy. But the car's just had it. It's completely, what do you call that? Marooned. Oh. Just realised I've wasted a lot of ammo doing this. Ah. I can't sprint. This is a gigabyte one, yeah. Gigabyte wind force. Is this a car? Oh my goodness, can I drive this? That's locked. Let's sort some ammo out. Pump this up. Oh, I think I remember doing this one. Do you, and then you get the car keys, do you? Damn it.
Short, have to get closer. Can't really see it from here. Who'd even go here and what for?
This guy is about to get rocked.
Look, why don't we just off the fuck? Why do we go to all the trouble for a piece of shit?
Where did he go? What would you rate your top 5 most enjoyable GPUs?
So, what's the Baron's plan then?
You'll just buy the fuck.
4090 definitely is up there. Of all of the new stuff, 4090, 7900 XT, I would say is definitely up there. I don't really know if I love any others from the latest stuff, the latest line. Don't mind the 4070 is like okay. But there's definitely better other cards for like value wise, but I don't mind using it. Like I enjoyed using it. Red Dam, thanks for subscribing. Previous gen. Previous gen like 3090. I know I'm saying all the like highest end stuff really. When the 3090 came out, I like loved that. And then I don't know, all the others from the. I wasn't really that impressed by any of the others below. Like 3080 was pretty good, but anything below that was kind of like was okay at the time. But then I think now just like really shows its age. Like, whenever I try and use games with a 3070 Ti now, it's just kind of been nothing but problems. That's obviously when I'm trying to max stuff out, but especially the more recent games.
I wonder what's better. Bullets flying or dying of boredom here?
How did the guy see me? But I also really love... I used to have a 10... I think it's a GTX 1050. I used to have a laptop, a gaming laptop. I probably used for probably 4 years, I reckon. Playing stuff on that. I had a pretty good time with that. Although I was playing like 1080p low, but... Oh god. I don't want to kill the doggo. Oh god. Oh god, it's going bad, it's going bad. Have I... Pull the ripcord. Not the dogs, not the dogs! This could be game over. Just run, just run. Don't look around. Oh no. Poor dog. He did a backflip. Big wallet equals big PC. Oh my god. That's what she said. Whee! Dog, look, I don't want to do it to you as well. You made me do it. Alright, let's take a moment to just reload. Reassess the situation. Where's the guy? Am I not shooting him? What the hell? What the hell? Is it just the range on that gun? I already felt like I was hitting him. What? Oh. What a shot.
I have no other choice. I surrender. He didn't shoot me yet. I guess that's a good sign.
Where is he? What encoder? Quick sync. Quick sync, which is it's H.264. What the hell was that? Did he just shoot himself? No! Was he hiding? Stash it up. You can sleep there. Right, did I get... What was I was looking for the keys, wasn't I? Did we get them? That's sleep. Oh, I don't want to do that though, do I? There was someone... There was someone who surrendered. I don't know where they are. Were they back around here? Oh, there's no way out. Gotta keep looting. He's got to be up top then, no? Or did they come in from the... That over there. Oh wait, what about down? You don't know where that guy is. He still surrendered somewhere. He could have shot me. Is he down here? Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know where that guy is. Is he going to let me in the car, though? I could just nick that one. Didn't he blow his brains? Oh, it was that guy, was it? Oh, maybe. It sounded like the audio was coming from behind me. Yeah, you might be right. It sounded like the audio, though, when I was climbing that ladder, he was talking. It sounded like it was coming from behind me. This GPU performs worse than the Intel Arc for this game? No, not with ray tracing on. But also, you don't have to deal with the, you know, the game continually just black screening all the time. And having to restart your PC. I don't have to worry about that. Which I have to do about 10 times with the Arc every game. But yeah, the Arc definitely doesn't do more than 60 at 1080p maxed out ray tracing. Absolutely not. Maybe with upscaling, it's alright, but not with... Oh, I can't use this car. You having a laugh? Alright, looks like we're running. Oh, we're almost there anyway. Should I should probably save it, shouldn't I? It does with ray tracing. I don't know. I personally don't believe that, but... Never tried it because I could barely even play with my Intel Arc because the black screens were so horrendous. I got too frustrated with it. Not a good card. Not a good card when you can't even program without getting a black screen. Or you're in a Google Meet and it crashes with a black screen. I mean, you know, get out of my life. That was it for me. I'd seen enough of that card. Perhaps it got better consider. Well, the issue I have with it is like every time people are like, "Did you get the new drivers? There's a 20% da-da-da," and it's like I went for about 10 new drivers, and it just, if anything, got worse. Like it did not get better. That's why I eventually just gave up with it. Like people went on all the time about it's better now, it's better now. Like it just didn't. For me, it just didn't get better. It just got more frequent. And I couldn't even play the like newer games that came out, and I had to take at least a 1 or 2 break between testing it because it just drove me nuts. And then to the point where I was like, yeah, it just became not worth it at all, in my opinion. And it was also a nightmare to even get working. Like, to sort out all the stats and everything for it, and like I had to mess with JavaScript and the software to get the fan curve to work. It was just like a pain in the ass every time, and like I kept having to, because obviously I wiped the drivers every time. It just became it just became a nightmare to sort out, to be honest. It just wasn't worth it. Are they shooting at me? I'm excited for the new cards. I'll definitely try the new Intel ones. Definitely. I just didn't have a good time with the Arc, though. Jesus. Like, I obviously have to work at the same time and stuff, so like a lot of the time I don't have a ton of time to like tinker with stuff and get stuff working. Like I need stuff to be reasonably like okay to fix. Like AMD I have issues with, but it's like I can deal with it enough, like fix it or like do like, you know, whatever I need to do. But there's a limit, there's a level. And for me, the issue was when I was trying to work, like I was trying to work with it in my PC, and it was literally one day, it probably crashed for me about 5 times when I'm just on Windows. And yeah, that Dell was flipping out. When I was like in meetings and stuff, like I immediately think I took it out that evening. I was like, I can't use that.
Are you ready? How are the guys doing with no water?
Yeah, maybe it is better now with different drivers, but I'd rather just wait for the newer ones. Hopefully they'll be a lot better off the rip, and I won't have to mess around with it so much. Gab, hello, how's it going? How is nvidia so good with drivers and everyone? Because they've just been doing it a long time, and they have a bigger... I think they invest more money in that area. Like AMD lacks behind, but they have a smaller number of people working on like the software side. So obviously, naturally, it's gonna be worse. Like the progress they make and the speed at which they do it is less because they don't spend as much money on it. So like AMD could easily just invest more money on it and it would be better, but for whatever reason they don't.
Bridges are burnt now.
And obviously with Intel, it's the same. Like, it's the very...
Let's climb a bit higher to get a better look.
You know, you're comparing a company like Intel who've not been in that market for that long with NVIDIA who've been doing it a long time. Like, it's obviously driver-wise, it takes time. If you'd have used NVIDIA stuff, like, at the very early, I'm sure there was loads of problems with it. But, you know, over time, you just get better at doing it. And, you know, you do see it, because there are, of course, issues with NVIDIA stuff, but usually it gets fixed insanely faster. And that's just because they have a bigger team doing it. You know, you put more money and stuff like that, it gets done quicker. It's the same with anything.
What's that? Huh? Ah, shaitan!
I was thinking, why wouldn't AMD just invest more? Yeah, but, you know, they obviously have maybe their reasons as to why not, you know. But it's all busy. It's like saying... It's the same with loads of big company-related stuff. Like, why don't Activision invest in better servers for COD? Like, that would make everyone's lives better, but they don't, you know. It's the same thing. They obviously don't... They don't see it as a point where they need to, I guess. They probably think it's fine the way it is.
Aha! Right at the entrance. Get ready, Artyom. Charge the
AMD gets pretty big improvements. Yeah, but there's lots of really small, stupid bugs with AMD stuff a lot of the time. They make like big improvements, but
to hell with the feelings.
For me, the issue that I have is they'll go on about, oh, they've improved some game performance by 10%. Yeah, but I can't plug in 2 monitors to the graphics card. You know, like, that's all well and good, but when are they going to fix the actual bugs? You know, that's what annoys me. It's like when COD have issues with all their games and they release skins. It's like, could you not fix the issues before you start releasing skins? Like, increasing a game performance is all well and good, but could you actually fix the problems I'm having with actually even just using the card like normally? I don't care about 10% improvement in a game when I can't plug in 2 monitors, you know? Stuff like that.
I can't see a damn thing.
Same with Intel. Intel go, well, we've just increased gaming performance by 20%, but it's like, well, yeah, but I get on average 5 black screens a day where I have to restart my PC. Like, why would I care about 10% game increased? Like, I can't reliably even play games. I don't care if you give me 10% more FPS. Make my game not crash. You see what I mean? I couldn't care less. If you increase ray trace performance by 10%, like, I can't even run the game. I don't remember this bit. Zinky, hello. How are you? He can deal with that. He's just walking through it like an absolute unit. God, the AI's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit wonky. Yeah, I had issue with 2 monitors on my XT. Yeah. Last time I checked, I still had it as well. Basically, my issue now with it is it works, but I drop loads of frames when I have 2 plugged in. So, like, I can drop sometimes 30 FPS if I've got 2 monitors plugged into the card. I normally now, if I put an AMD card in, I just have one plugged into my integrated graphics. Wow. I don't even bother.
That's all of them.
But I don't even have...
Let's continue.
It's been a while. I need to check even what the latest AMD driver is because I don't even install Adrenaline anymore. So I don't even... It doesn't tell me when the new driver's there. But it's been a while since I've used an AMD one anyway, so... Because I was having issues with Adrenaline and MSI Afterburner.
How many of them are there?
It seemed to be blocking loads of my stats when I had it installed. So I just don't bother installing it.
Keep together. Reloading.
Load it! I've tested the 2 monitor issue. Is that so I had multiple issues with the monitor thing. I had the performance issue where I dropped, if I had 2 plugged in, I'd lose about 30 FPS, but I also had an issue where it wouldn't even pick up the second monitor. So which issue are you talking about? Are you talking about the picking up the monitor or the performance issue?
Looks like we're almost out. Follow me. The passage to the spring. Let's go. Another cave-in. My field.
Are we missing like some sort of graphics setting? Why does it look so bad? Is it just because we're at 1080p? I never realised it looked this bad. There's no other. We've got it on extreme. That's the highest, isn't it?
Almost done.
Damn. You had the performance issue and it's fixed. Might have to, if I get a bit of time, I'll maybe check it out. But I normally, like I say, I just plug... as soon as I have an AMD card in, I just plug one into the integrated graphics anyway. I just do it automatically, so it doesn't really affect me, but... It's more of just... Like, I was a bit disappointed when I spent... What was it, 1,200 on my XTX? Like... It's like you're spending that much money and you can't even plug it into 2 monitors. It's just like... Those are my issues, but... it's annoying. You know, I think for most people, you're spending over £1,000, you should be able to plug it into multiple monitors. You know, that's like the most very basicness like need. Like, I should be able to just plug it in and it should work. I shouldn't have to wait 6 months for that to be fixed, you know? They haven't fixed that issue. Oh, I don't know. No, if it's fixed for the XT, it should be fixed for the XX as well. I was talking about when I first bought it last year. Like, when I first bought it in, what was it, December, was it? November, December? That's when I first had the problem. Oh, with AMD, it normally gets fixed, but it just takes time, you know? Most people will probably tell you that, like, it does eventually get fixed, but you just have to be patient. But like I say, I feel like you shouldn't, the expectation is I shouldn't have to wait. I shouldn't have to wait 6 months to be able to do that if you're spending that amount of money. Like, that's the issue that I have with that, but... And I'm sure probably most people, like, if you're paying that amount of money, you kind of want to just plug it and play, you know? You don't want to really be faffing about. Especially if you don't really have much... Well, to be fair, there's probably people who just never even realise. Like, the performance thing, probably people just don't even realise. Whoa. I don't know what just happened. Did I get hit by the dog at the same time? Why are they sending all these dogs at me? Frame rate is getting wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Sent into the Shadow Realm. Who's shooting at who? What? Who's fighting who? Is that my mate? I'm waiting for a mate. Where did that guy go? Oh, hear the audio change then. That's pretty wild.
Well, seems like that's all of them. Artyom, you open the gate and I'll bring the car in.
Seems a little hard to recommend AMD to PC users because they don't know how to be patient. Yeah.
Yeah, so much for stealth.
Yeah, that's definitely...
They got there just desserts.
I think that's definitely something important to consider. Like, I think sometimes people hate on people wanting to spend more money on nvidia, but the thing is, in my opinion, sometimes, although it's a lot more money, but like you say, if you don't want any complications whatsoever, not saying Nvidia's completely free of it, but in terms of the probability of you having a problem, like, and you're happy to spend more just so you can plug and play, then, you know, fine.
Well,
I'm sure that's... Well, that probably is why Nvidia have such a huge market share, because of just its ease of... How easy it is to just literally install, get the drivers, and you're done. Like, yeah, fine, you can have that with that experience with AMD too, but on average, you know, you probably, like you say, run the risk of maybe having to just troubleshoot stuff and like tinkering with stuff, unless you just don't notice at all, which, yeah, probably does happen a fair amount. Don't really know though, like what the stats are on. What do you think the percentages are of, say, all PC players? How many of those do you think build their own PCs? Like, what percentage of PC players do you think have pre-builds? I ain't got no ammo.
Car going for breakthrough! Use the grenades!
Giving cover!
Have to reload!
Giving cover!
Demon!
Hold the shots.
How do I get grenades out? I've got my gas mask on. Few polls I've seen usually have it 80 to 90%. Really, that's a lot. I wasn't thinking it'd be that high. Makes sense, I guess, though, because that's kind of half of the pool, I think, of playing on PC is the fact that you can build your own. You know, like that I think is what half the kind of interest in it is the fact you can build your own. I'm gonna go complete out of ammo. I can't move. Jump out. What? Why can't I hit this guy? Legion. I don't really know. I don't really know too much about laptops. 3070 Ti. What resolution you playing at? Oh, is it 1440p the laptop?
We showed them all right, didn't we?
Yes, we did. The thing is, their army...
I do think the Legion Pro, though, they have battery issues, do they? Yeah, I don't really know, but I know they're quite popular, Legion Pro ones.
How many of them are there?
700, I think.
Whoa. Yeah, we lucked out here, and we'd better not overstay our welcome.
We won't get far burning twigs. 5 clicks at best.
Just realised I still got a protein shake. How grim do you think that's gonna be now?
Carriage on the rails. If we open gate quietly,
It's been like a
steal it. They shouldn't have many guards.
26-degree room
Can you guide our
for like
men?
2.5 hours.
I can.
Let's get to business then. Yermak, Crest, you prepare the Aurora. Finish filling the boiler with water and drain the car's tanks. Artyom, Damir, you get the
it's
most
alright.
important part. Stealing that tank.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, gentlemen.
If you're dead tomorrow, I'll come back. No, my PC does that thing where, like, if you touch it,
Don't forget to
it
check
just,
your gear and prepare before you set
it just, like, disintegrates from inside.
Maybe we could still negotiate with them.
If you try and unplug anything, it just
I tried that already.
sparks the fuse and the whole thing burns.
As payment.
If I can't have it, no one can.
Artyom, we're fixing to leave already, but there's one thing that keeps nagging on me. Remember that dismantled ship I told you about? I can't stop thinking about the slaves they keep there. Do you think we could still free them? If not us, then who?
It won't let me aim at her.
So tired of this dust. Can't wait to get out of here. Don't take dumb risks there. I need a live husband, not a
Alright, can
dead
you stop
hero.
nagging me? I've heard enough of that.
Artyom, Gul and I will soon be leaving, so you can take some rest, do a checkup on your gear, and catch up with us. We'll rendezvous at their base.
Artyom, the car's near the Aurora.
I wonder if is there a render resolution when I can actually change? There isn't in this game, is there? Or is that shading rate? That might be shading rate if we put that up.
We're breaking camp.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the train Desert Bright Future will be leaving shortly.
Artyom, watch out while on the mission. We'll be praying for you.
Repair the guns, actually, shouldn't I?
Artyom we're talking about. He's made of steel. Just listen to him walk. But yeah, man, you'd better keep both your eyes open out there.
Gas mask was absolutely wrecked.
Time, of course, but don't go taking unnecessary risks.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh, look at that. 30 minutes. Oh, easy. $4090 laptop original. Yeah, those 40 series laptops. The 4080 and 4090 are just crazy expensive. Where have I got to go? Oh, look at it in here. 32
This
FPS.
health resort here doesn't seem calm
Oof.
enough. Beasts, bandits, and these locals. I think we've overstayed our welcome, so you should make haste. And you, Artyom, try and exercise caution out there. Anna doesn't feel well, and having to worry about you is doing her no
Probably got a bit that'd be the hardest bit to
Think you understand?
run in this game.
Well, get ready then.
And then if you're unlucky, you could have a 40. Yeah, because some of those 4090 laptops are like almost £4,000 here. £4,000. That's so insane. That's like £1,000 more than my entire 4090 PC. Like, it's nuts. Why is it so expensive? I guess it's all trimmed down into a smaller part, like stuff like that. That's always crammed into a smaller form factor is always more expensive, but it just doesn't, like, what? I don't get the scenario in which that would be useful. Like, I would just get a laptop and then, like, an external GPU enclosure as opposed to a you know? Where I could plug it in game. Just get the 4080 one or something, like... Where have I got to go, then? Got to drive down there.
Yermak, you sure the pipes will hold? Yeah, we'll have to run them through the whole carriage.
Oh, can I... Please, music, Danza... I don't know what that is. $16 gig of RAM, enough at 1080p for the next 4 years. 4 years? I don't know. Hard to give her a yes or no, really. I don't know. I don't know what games will be out 4 years from now. I mean, I'm playing this 1080p and we're at 14. So if this game came out, if a brand new game of this came out in 2 years, probably not. It's going to really depend. If that lasts, it's going to really depend on what settings you're running, I think. Depends what games you're playing and what settings you're running. If you're playing with everything maxed out, then 4 years from now, I don't know. That's... I would say it's unlikely, but... If you're playing with if you're lowering settings and stuff, like, you might be alright, depending on what games you play. The resolution doesn't use more system RAM, it's to say... yeah, that's why I said depends what settings you're running. You will use a bit more at 4K, 100%. Normally use a little bit more. But I would say if you want to be safe, probably what you want 32. If you... I mean... To be honest, either way, it's not the end of the world. If in a couple of years you need to you could always just buy more RAM if you needed it. Like, you know, you could get 16 and then always add more later. It's not really, you know, that's not really the end of the world. You're going to play at very low settings. Well, I would just maybe get the 16 then, and then if you have to upgrade, you might just have to consider that down the line. How long that'll be, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. You might be alright for longer than that, you might be alright for less than that. It depends what games you're playing. But, you know, upgrading it, you could probably get something for not too expensive. I get bitten again. How many times have I been bitten by a snake?
Take a look around. The main gate is guarded by a skeleton.
You cannot go through gate. Go through the prison cellar
Where the Munai by Lair keep the slaves.
Yes. In any case, the plan is this. You and I will try to take their guards down quietly and get in through the gate. If quiet does not work out, we will at least distract them, while you get in through the underground. Let's go. We'll walk with you.
Don't lag behind.
Hey, you better stop there. Piss off while you still can.
I have a favor to ask.
I thought they just said they're going to walk with me.
They're not. They just obey the Munai by Lair. Obey the Baron. They're afraid, that's all.
Joe is right about the locals.
Hey, you better
just kids, and all have been
Is there a way in?
brainwashing for ages.
Have I had an absolute shocker here?
So we probably should take pity on them.
I think there's a... Do they go down here? I think they do, right? Yeah.
So, a grate?
Almost... Those guards just watching me run around in circles outside the front of the gate. And now we're just going to sneak in.
All right.
Like nothing ever happened.
Get through. Come on! This shit is heavy!
Alright, geez. Chill out.
Great.
See you up there.
It's still stuttering.
Nobody fool. We stand here all day here. You suck.
It'd be really smooth for ages and there'd just be one massive stutter.
Food makes slave more use that way.
Can I just knife this guy? Wait, what? Night, night.
Faster, fuck! You work or you go after dog. Men, I understand. Dog, not pity. They don't know what to do.
Lights out. It's gone again. What is going on with Virgin Media? Anyone here work at Virgin Media? What I don't get though is there's no reported outages. Oh, there is. Does 4060 have 8 gig of VRAM? It does, yeah. I don't know if my OBS is now picking the game up. I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it is. Is it picking the game up? I don't think it is. Oh no, the game's crashed. No. The game's crashed. Oh no. I don't know if I can't get... Oh, not this again. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No! And I'm not going to be able to task manager it because it's crashed on my primary monitor. And now I can't even use my mouse. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's not looking good, bruv. How do I get out of this situation? You can hear me. My mouse isn't working. Oh no. I can see the chat. I can't do anything. I'm stuck forever. My mouse doesn't work. It's as though my PC's completely bricked, but I think the stream is still going. Alright, I think this is the calling that I'm gonna have to just end. The internet goes, and then the game goes, and then the mouse is gone, and then the PC's gone. So I'm going to have to end it here, although I can't actually end the stream, but I'm going to have to reset my PC. That's so weird. I've never seen this. I mean, the game's crashed on my primary screen, which makes sense, but I can alt tab, right? Oh no, I've got my mouse back. I got my mouse back. All right. But the only issue is I can't task manager it because it opens on my primary monitor, which then the game's crashed on. So I can't see anything. But probably about time anyway, because it's just gone 8 o'clock and I've got a ton of stuff to do. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I'll try and I've got this Hogwarts Legacy video. I'm going to try and get that out on the checked on this card. So I'll try and get that done for tomorrow. But I'll be back on. Wait, what day are we? I'm back on Friday. I might try and play some of that Callisto Protocol DLC because I downloaded it, but I haven't played it. Maybe check out my 49s or something, 4K ray tracing and stuff. See what that game's like now. Been a while since I've checked it out. It was a mess at first, so probably check that out. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening and good day tomorrow, and I'll catch you on Friday.